something pure, something uncorruptible, something that just tells it how it is, black and white, you can always trust it. Now that is just nonsense. Data, just as with words, can be manipulated, can be misrepresented, often completely unintentionally. And a common way in which that happens in marketing is when we choose the wrong timeframes within which to present data. So a classic example of this would be comparing performance in January versus performance in December. Just about every market in the world, you can't compare those 2 months. So if you're a professional services company, or if you're a gym, for example, you're going to see a radically improved performance in January versus December. Whereas if you're a fashion company or a homeware company, December might be the best performing month of the year. So presenting data, trying to present a comparison between the two just doesn't make sense, and the people that you're providing that information to are going to know that. Another common way in which we can get this wrong is by choosing timeframes that just aren't long enough. So if we're dealing with quite small volumes of data, let's say we're dealing with 200 or 300 visitors a day, then comparing 1 week's performance to the week before that performance just doesn't tell us anything at all, because that's statistically completely unreliable. Unless we're getting 10,000 plus visitors a day, I would argue, you need to be looking at least over a month, if not 3, 6, 12 months. That's how we're going to spot meaningful trends that we can start to derive, real concrete conclusions from. So to err on the side of caution, I just suggest you always do 2 things. First of all, always look at it over at least a kind of 6-month period, unless you're dealing with very, very high volumes of traffic. And secondly, always compare it to the same period in the previous year. So if you're in January, look at the previous year's January and look at the January the year before that. If you do those 2 things, you can be really confident that the data, the conclusions that you're then drawing are going to be of real meaning and real value for the organisation.